Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to show you the difference between relative and absolute referencing in Microsoft Excel. So in the previous video we actually covered relative referencing and how cool it is. So in the video what we did is we just went ahead and added up these different cells, and then we came over here to the bottom right and we dragged this across, and then using relative referencing it was actually able to create those formulas for us. So it was able to calculate the sum of column C and column D and column E. So it actually saved us a whole bunch of time, so we didn't have to go in and manually type it out. But that doesn't always work. So sometimes you actually have to use absolute referencing. So I'll go ahead and show you all an example. So let's say we want to go ahead and find the percentage of each one of these. So what percentage the mortgage is of the total, the food, entertainment, etc. So let's come over here to percentage and let's go ahead and type in our formula. So we'll hit the equals symbol. We'll type in the first cell that we want to reference, which is going to be E4. And then we're going to divide that by the total, which is E8. And let's press enter. Okay, so you can see that E4 is actually 63% of E8. So that's good, right? So let's go ahead and use our relative referencing like we did before, and let's see if it works. Ooh, what happened? Divide by 0. So if we double click into this, we can see that it's trying to reference, it's using relative referencing. It kept going down a cell. You could see that it wasn't sticking to E8. It kept going down a cell. It was trying to use, because we were trying to use relative referencing. So what we need to do is let's go ahead and actually delete this. And what we need to do is we need to actually place E8 as an absolute reference. So this does not change. The only thing that's going to change is this first value. So it's going to change to E5, E6, and E7, but then this E8 will stay the exact same. So to do this, we just have to highlight this variable. And then if you come over to our keyboard, if you look at your function keys at the top of your keyboard, if you press F4, it's going to go ahead and it's actually going to wrap this part of it in the $ symbol. So you can manually type this out. So you just put a $ before and then a $ between the column and the row. So right now it's $E, $8. And now if we come over, we still have the same value here for the percent for E4. But if we drag this down, now it should actually give us the correct percentage for each one of these. Okay, so this looks correct. So if we double click into it, you can see that E8 stayed the same, but the first value actually changed. The first parameter changed. So you can see relative referencing is great, but it doesn't always work. So there may be times when you need to use absolute referencing where you're keeping one of those values the same.